long-awaited another episode of the Referee Podcast. We are going to be getting into a couple of the top stories of today's political news here with myself, Michael. I will be having special guests come up soon, and I actually have a new favorite person who I'm going to invite on the show, and we're going to go ahead and hash it out. We do not entirely agree on a lot of stuff, but let me just say, I think she adds a very valuable insight to the world and what we are dealing with today. So today, let's go ahead and start off with what it was bound to happen eventually, which is that the Trump appointees appear to be contradicting Musk for the first time in a pushback to an OPM email. And this is reported here from CNN, which, I mean, not even having to dive too far into this story makes perfect sense. Okay, not everything that a new appointed political leader, in this case, someone from the cabinet and a new office, the Department of Government Efficiency, Doge. I kind of love the shout out to the freaking cryptocurrency that he did there. But it's pretty obvious. I mean, Musk isn't always going to be right, and I don't expect him to not have ideas that are so far out of left field that the average politician is going to see it and freak. So, I don't think Trump's idea was to only hire people that are outside of the political game. Otherwise, it would make no sense because you would have zero understanding of what's going on inside the political game. So, hearing this news, to be honest, does not shock me. It says, by Sunday evening, leaders at the Pentagon, FBI, State Department, Department of Homeland Security, and Department of Energy had all instructed their staff not to reply to an email that federal workers received from the Office of Personnel Management on Saturday afternoon with the subject line, "What did you do last week?" So, I think that sounds like Elon Musk kindly letting people know if they don't step their damn game up, well, then it's game over. I mean, and does anybody really have a problem with that? I think that, honest to God, sounds like more of a personal problem than anything. So obviously we're going to start off with that one, but that one's a short one, just letting you know about the fact that, Elon isn't just running whatever he wants. People are providing pushback. But to be honest, it's one of those as well where an autistic person who runs the most successful companies to date is going through our books and doing stuff that he would do in his own companies. Now, I don't think anybody here would sit here and be like, I would not want to be part of that company. Now, obviously you have biases and people who will just talk and just try to create nonstop conflict no matter what. But when you see a compromise, this doesn't sound like such a bad one. It doesn't sound like something you can't fathom from someone such as Elon Musk, who comes from South Africa, by the way. So I love the constant reminder, oh, he's a racist. Technically blacker than I am. I mean, I'm fucking half black from Arlington Heights, Illinois. That is as opposite of what you would consider a ghetto black, let alone an actual African American or an actual African could be. Shoot, I shock myself every morning when I take off my shirt to go shower. It's like, God damn, you sure you're not white? I don't know. We'll figure it out all together. That's for sure. But moving on, looks like Trump is actually trying to do something about this freaking Russia and Ukraine scenario. Okay, Trump expresses hope Russia's war in Ukraine is nearing an endgame as he meets with France's Macron, the leader of France. So if you really take a look at what he's doing here, he took a step back and he took his emotional allegiance to Ukraine away, and he said, what's going on here? All right, well, the whole reason we were even supporting Ukraine was because they were a democratic state, or a supposed one. It's a big quotations. And from what I see, it sounded like originally they were, and then all of a sudden, because of this war, it has given Zelensky the full reign of that country and all decisions to continue murdering not only Russians, but your own people in a way by sending them out to a slaughter. Okay, at the end of the day, yeah, they might be holding Russia off, but Russia's also not sending 100% of its military to go after it. Second of all, Russia's got a nuke. If they genuinely wanted to erase Ukraine, it would have already been done. So the fact that we're in a position right now where, I mean, Trump's got a good solution. Kick out Zelensky. Give Russia what they took already. Because at the end of the day, Ukraine took it from Russia to begin with. Even though they didn't believe in the same thing and they kind of did the same thing as in America, let's be real. They're not electing people the same way. They're not doing the same things. They're not having congressional meetings to adjust any sort of amendments to the Constitution they have. Everything just seems a little too fluky-woodookey, if you know what I mean. So to just see that, you know, Trump is in a position to want to actually fix that, that should just give everyone a refreshing look. Now, as sad as it is to see Ukraine lose part of its property and part of its people, I think we all need to take a step back and genuinely look at this and be like, well, at the end of the day, World War III didn't start, even though it's so fucking close. But we didn't start it. We didn't even get involved technically besides funding it, but I mean, I don't even know a war that could happen without the funding of the United States. So if you really take a step back, then you see he made a very, very, very educational decision there. Well, speaking of educational decisions that Trump has made, and we just got off Musk, but right back on, because you know the media loves it, from Government Execute. And by the way, the last one was from the AP, so the Associated Press, for those who don't know the abbreviation. But this one is from Government Executive, okay? And this says, oversight agencies find Trump, his federal worker firings unlawful, and asks for some employees to be reinstated. Now, no one said if you got fired from the government, you can't work for them again. They're just clearing out different segments that are completely fucking useless. All right? It's not to say that the people are useless. The job they decided to put all their eggs in a basket is useless. And they should have seen it happening. And they should have whistle-blew it to the fucking American public to let them know that they've been wasting money the entire damn time. I mean, I think they should have been given a damn reward if they came forward and said about half the shit we're funding without any approval. And this is not congressional. You're talking about, oh, he needs congressional approval so he can fire. But what the fuck? They didn't ask it for them taking their hands and dipping it into our friggin' tax money. So at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, let's take a real look at that one. Doesn't exactly scream to be legal on that sense. But, I mean, in this... You know what? I'm going to keep this episode short just because at the end of the day, this is not me trying to go off, and I have so much to talk about with you guys. So much. So I want you to go ahead and comment below. Comment wherever you see the comment section and just let me know what topics you want me to focus on, because at the end of the day, you guys are the consumer. So what you guys want is what I want to also look up too. I'm going to say what I want to say too, and I hope you can take that. And if you don't, well, hey, guess what? You know, I'm sure The View is looking for a couple more watchers in that case. But until then, let's end it off with Trump says tariffs on Canada and Mexico will go forward. This is from CNBC. Now, who in their right mind doesn't think Trump's about to tariff? Because you're smoking crack. I don't even fucking know what to say to you if you genuinely think he's not about to tariff. And if you think tariffs are a bad thing, I mean, last time I checked, they didn't take the tariffs off China that he put on originally. So they can't be that bad if the Democratic Party for 4 years just spent their literally entire presidency term using the same tariffs. So at the end of the day, I think we all need to take a step back, take a breath, and realize this is America. And it will go on as long as we keep our fucking ducks in a row. Okay? America, I love you, and I really want to see you survive. So this is me signing off. Michael Luke.